Well, and on top of that, the thing that's been really cool about Private Club Records is, along with that and seeing the camaraderie that was there, that's something that's within the whole crew. Because if you go and see the Private Club Records Instagram, it's everybody on the squad at all these different shows that you guys are doing right now. So obviously you're making the push. But you rebranded yourself, and you came back last year as 24 Hours.
Yeah, when I took the time, in and out of deals since I was 18. And then my little brother comes around and he's like, yo, I need help. Like, I want to make music. Like, I know I got what it takes. I'm like, well, let me hear it. His first two songs he played me was Uber Everywhere and I Want, before 2 Chainz was on it. And I was like, man, these is dope. He's like, yeah, man, upload it to your page for me. And I'm like, oh, man, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But I did it. It's little bro, so I did it for him. And, like, man, a couple weeks later, it just started taking off for him. So, like, at that time in my career, I'm like, man, I'm a chill. Like I was already going through a bunch, like, learning the ins and outs of the industry and being signed and seeing what it's like to just, like, be in the system and like, work. But it wasn't going exactly how I wanted. So when Tokyo kind of got a little bit of shine, like, my pops always told me, like, your brother's success is your success. And my success is y'all's success, and like that's just how our family was built. So when Tokyo started moving fast and slowly passing where I was at, I was like, nah, let me chill out and just help him. Let me just help my brother, because I seen the game. I seen what it can take you through. I seen the highs, the lows. So if I can be there to prevent him from going through any mistakes I went through the first time, then he'll be much better. And now we platinum plaques and everything. So I helped him, but right after helping him and everything started taking off, I was like, man, I want to rebrand myself. I want to come back out, but I don't want to rap too much. Like, I want to just switch it all up and, like, just switch it up. And that's when I came up with 24 Hours. And it's been a blessing since then. Like, I've been working with everybody, and it's just a whole new wave. And Tokyo has a wave now, and, like, my fans are different than his fans. Like, mine brings out more of the ladies. He brings out more of the kids. And it's just like we're going on tour together now. So I'm back this time around at radio, at least, with, like, a really, really big song this time. Like, that's really, like, moving fast for me. And, like, I see the reaction. I'm getting texts at, like, 2 in the morning, like, 3 in the morning, like, yo, they playing it in Vegas. They playing it here. I'm in New York. I hear it on the radio. So it's just really moving, and Ty Dolla Sign's on it, and Wiz Khalifa's on it, and they push it like it's their song too. So
Right. And actually, I talked to Ty a couple of weeks ago, and he was excited about you as an artist, which is kind of cool, because as I sell the record even on the radio sometimes, it's like, this is 24 Hours, who's been brought out by Ty Dolla Sign, who was brought out by Wiz Khalifa, and are all in the same record together.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a cool movement. So What You Like is a single out now, and that's coming off a Night Shift.
Yes, the EP I put out. I put out an EP May 5th, just, like, wanted to put out a body of work, and it went, like, number 13 on the R&B chart. So I was super blessed by that. Like, I can't even explain the feeling of just seeing that, like, Weeknd under me and Jeremiah right above me, just in the same category. So that's been pretty dope too.
Well, and then on top of that, you're kind of spoiling people with content at this point, because you already put out the project in December as well, and then came back out in May, and you're preparing to do the album.
Yeah, me and Ty have a project first called $24. It's more like a duo. Like, when we do music, like, you're gonna see music in the near future, like this artist featuring just $24, and that's me and Ty when we work together. So we created that, and we got the first $24 project coming. Wiz is on it, Future's on it. It's crazy.
And well, I think the thing that's been cool about that is your rebrand is 24 Hours has kind of led you into some of these collaborations, whereas the project with you in Tokyo is 24 Hours in Tokyo, and then you got $24. You posted a picture with Joey Badass and his 24 era.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Joey, that's the thing. It's like I've been in the game, I say, since like '09, and, like, you know, before some of these people ever even had their records or anything like that. Me and Wiz been working for a long time. A lot of people had a lot of respect for me as Rizzy. It's just the politics side and how it worked. It didn't allow me to like really fly how I wanted to. So now being back with a new name, new brand, new wave, new money, new everything, it's like I still got all the relationships that I always had my whole career, but now it's just even crazier. It's just even crazier because like, you know, it's very rare to like have an opportunity in music and like get past like a certain threshold and then start over. Like when no one knows you and you're like working and you got a couple songs online and you think you popping and you got like 10,000 listeners and it's lit, you could easily snap your fingers and twist your whole thing. Like no one knows. Like, you know, even 1 million plays, nobody knows.
Right.
Like I used to think 1 million plays was like, this is like, okay, I'm lit. Like, what do you mean? 1 million people listen to me. And then I see that, like, you know, I look on some songs and I see 320 million plays and I'm like, oh, wow.
You start doing those percentages.
I didn't even know you could get that many plays. like, you know, and it just shows you, like, there's always a level and you can always get, man, I was talking to Ty. Ty was like, he was somewhere at a festival overseas and some girl ran up to him and was like, yo, Fetty Wap, I just really want to get a picture. and he said that I'm sitting there like, I still got ways to go. Like, I still have a long way to go. Me and Ty and Mustard are watching Lil Wayne perform in Austin, Texas, and we're behind this wall. And Wayne goes through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's just going. These are just 10 hits back to back. He gets up to like 22 that we're counting. The 23rd song was like, well, this was a good song, but this one wasn't as big as those. But he did 22 songs back to back, all hits. Where Ty's telling me, I'm like, man, I just want one. Right now, I want one song that everyone reacts to.
Right.
My brother has 2 songs that everybody react to. He just did 20 songs. And it's just so motivating to me, like, you know, like, man, you look at the few people that have had second chances in the game, and, like, it's like 2 Chainz, and you know, he was Titty Boy before, and he was Titty Boy, and quite successful, actually, as Titty Boy, like, features on song with Wayne and stuff like that, but it took for him to grow up and rebrand himself and kind of get brought through the ringer to now be in our top, like, collaborating with everybody from Kanye to everybody. And like, I remember being in the studio with him and he was in the corner with me, like, and we just chilling. I got a music video with me and Tit and Twista, and like just from the past, where it's like I've been blessed enough to go through a couple like eras of music. I won't even say generation, just eras where people have came and went and came and went, and now I'm here, and it's like I understand all the pros and cons of that. So it's like I'm just excited, and I don't think like God makes any like mistakes of like what I'm supposed to be doing in life or how I'm supposed to be doing it or when. So it's kind of like the timing is everything, and the time is now. I'm here, new faces in here. I'm here with you, and it's like I'm eager and excited to get up every day and see how far the record's grown and how many more fans I got and how many people I can reach out and touch and just work.
And I think the thing that's been really cool about that is we're kind of seeing this reaction happen as you're coming in anew and you brought through with What You Like being the single. I remember the day our program director played the record in the studio or in his office watching the video like, yo, this is going to be the one.
Man.
And you got like possibly one of Ty's best verses of the year on that joint. And so speaking of Ty Dolla $ign, we're already waiting on Beach House 3. So how long do we wait for $24?
We're finishing Beach House. We're finishing Beach
We're
House.
finishing Beach House.
We're featuring Beach House. I just finished Tokyo's project. I'm an executive producer on there. I'm on Beach House. You know, like me and Ty, like, I'll give you like a little spiel. Like, Ty's like, Tokyo's my blood brother. Ty's my brother. I say, like, blood don't make us any closer. Like, it's just so far outside of music. Like, we might have a conversation and it just be about clothes or cars or anything else outside of music. And we work on music. Ty took such an interest to my sound and my music in the beginning. Him and Tokyo were like my biggest supporters. And Ty was like, yo, I want to just be a part of your project. So we kept thinking of ways how we could work together without me like signing to him, because I got my own label and I've been through the whole thing of signing to people and I just didn't want to do it again. So I made him my executive producer. So Ty's the executive producer on my next 3 albums. So like I just knew he was musically like when I've been in the studio when Kanye has called Ty like, yo, I need you to do this and do this and do this. So it's like I know people really respect his vision when it comes to the music and instruments and things like that. So it's like, all right, cool. It would be an honor for you to executive produce my album and like make sure it sonically sounds right before it goes out. So I made him the executive producer, and we cut like over 100 records. Me and him got a hard drive of records, like just too many. If you look right here, you know, a lot of my tattoos are for life. I got $24 right there because like the music is that well and it meant that much to me. So Ty's a genius. So with him being on this song with me and able a chance to take it to radio, and him believing in me before anybody even knew I was 24 hours, they just knew Rizzy. So it's like for him to even see it, he sends me screenshots of where the song's at and like, yo, I just left the radio and I told them all about you and da-da-da-da-da. So I'm excited for that. And Wiz is just a good guy. Wiz is just cool.
Absolutely.
He's
Absolutely.
just cool.
So with that being said, it seems like there's a lot to look forward to in the 24 hours future. So what in the nearest future should we be ready for?
I'm going on tour. I'm going on tour in the end of September with my brother. I got a new record coming called No Signal, and it's featuring Roy Woods, and it's crazy. I'm a fan of Roy. I really like him. So we got a record and a short film that I'm working on for that. So the film, I wanted to take it back to like when, if you think of like classic movies like Rush Hour and like Big Mama and like all these movies that had soundtracks to them. So I wanted to shoot a film and make the soundtrack and be a part of the film and put the soundtrack out. So that's what I'm working on right now. It's taking me more time than average stuff, but it's like every free chance that I get, I'm raising my laptop, writing the script, finding who I want in it, got Roy to finish his verse, finishing it. I'm making sure the beat is right and everything for it. It's like I feel like it's an even bigger level than What You Like. What You Like is gonna be for like exactly what it's supposed to be when you go to the party, when you want to get lit, when you do this. No Signal is like, okay, it's called No Signal in the Hills, and it's like when you think of it, I want you to think of the movie. Like when we think of certain things, we think of movies, or we think of like, I want it to be one of those songs like when you hear it, you be like, oh yeah, the first time I heard that, I was hearing this is how it affected me. So I want to get into the acting and all of that. So I'm like, yo, perfect time for me to write, direct, and do my first short film and have it based around my next single.
Right, and there's lots of layers to everything that you're preparing right now, like hella layers.
Yeah, so it's too much, but just, I mean, and to sum it all up, like, I'm blessed to have a second chance. I'm working with everybody from OVO to Good Music to everyone that you can imagine. You'll probably start hearing hooks and everything that I've been giving everybody for their projects just unrolling out. I did 2 videos with G-Eazy. They're out right now. Did 2 hooks for him. Me and him are working a lot. Just a lot of stuff that'll unroll. But for me, really seeing how far this single can go and growing and teaching myself more about the game and meeting new friends like yourself and people that I'll meet in here today and just like, you know, adding on to the family of supporters, because I feel like at the end of the day, as DJs, as fans, as photographers, whatever it is, when you grow to like somebody, and we open up the next door from their music is good, people want to know about their personal lives, and people want to know like, who are you as a person and like what do you really stand for? Because, you know, you can have a good record and I could come in here and just be like, yeah, true, yeah, I feel you. That's what's up.
Trust me, I've had those interviews.
And it's like all you thinking is like, yo, like open up, tell me some shit, tell me that you're not perfect too, like I'm not perfect, or tell me like what you want to know, or tell me like be something, like have person like show people who you really are, and not to be offensive to anybody, but some people are still in a level where they're trying to find themselves. So they're really telling you what they know. Like, that's all they know is to say, yeah. And I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I say yeah and appreciate it, if my mama was sitting over there, she'd be like, you act like you can't speak. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So just like, that's me. And it's like showing who I am. I will rather people be invested in me as a person. So when the music comes around, it's like, oh no, he's a good person. It's like when we look at people and I watch younger guys younger than me, like Chance is younger than me, and I watch him on TV and I watch him speak. And then it's like, guess what? Before I liked the music kinda, but now I be really wanting to check it out because I'm like, yo, you stand for something and you mean something. And it's just not like, you know, it's just not real. So it's like, what you like, I wanted to break that through the door and show like we're gonna have fun and it's gonna be happy. But like on the album, like there's a story to be told. Like I can only give but so much on every stage or every interview, but I really want to show the world like who I am and who you can be. And once I show them who I am, it's like artists show you who they are. And they had that one project where it was like, man, that was about my life. So after you tell us about your life, what you gonna tell us? Because you got listeners. So it's like, we know about your life. We know what you did, but you're on your third album. You can't keep telling us about your life. And it's like, okay, so now I got to teach and show other people things they got to, like, what did you take from me? What did you do? And it's like, that's a whole nother level that some artists don't get a chance to get to because they never brought you guys are what you like. Just the one to crack it open and get it open to where it's like, you know, we know you can be on this level. And guess what? The next single could be deep. It could be like, yo, this one really touched me. You know what I'm saying? But I want to go through those pillars and like really like be a master at what I do. So if it's music, it's like, yo, I got to learn how to touch the world. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody can Millie Rock and do all of that. But like, guess what? When they leave the club and the Millie Rock's over and niggas trying to figure out how they gonna pay them bills and do all of this, or they in that or they break up, getting a relationship breakup, do they turn to you? He's not Millie Rocking when I'm hurt. Like, I don't want to hear that. They gonna turn to somebody who can appeal to that at that moment. So it's like, if you got them levels where it's like, nah, when I'm lit, I'm gonna cut on his What You Like. When I'm not feeling so good, he got this one called Down for me. I'm gonna play that. And then like when I'm with my significant, like, it's levels to it. So the project, I want it to be a roller coaster, and like you have a song for every moment of the day. And like, I think that's the biggest thing that I'm learning right now as an artist. Like, we're going through all of this and doing radio, but like, this is like a little piece off the block for me, because it's like, that's not like, it's no, you know, like my brother he had Uber everywhere, and it was like, that's how he was feeling. Like, yo, I don't got no car, I'm taking Ubers. That's how he still doesn't drive, you know what I'm saying? Skateboard P, Pharrell's his favorite artist, and he wanted to make a song like that in Big Sean, and it worked. And like, even him, he's like, all right, so what do I tell them next? I'm like, what do you want to tell them next? Like, it's all on you. He's like, well, I want them to know I can rap a little better, and like, I can do this a little bit, so put it in a song. Put it in the song, but make it still appealing to the ear, where we jam this, because it's a lot of artists that has done that in the past where, you know what I'm saying, this is always one of my references, but 50 Cent is one of the artists where I've really listened to everything that he said in his hit records, and like, they all had different emotions. If he was giving you is a window shopper, and at that moment people was like, yeah, I can feel that, or in the club, or I can feel that, or I'm on, or whip your head. Like, there was so many things to what he did, while I look at him and still be like, yo, he's crazy, but he's a genius. Like, he's a genius. And that's all I'm gonna say, man. Like, I appreciate y'all having me here and supporting it, and whatever y'all need, whatever anybody needs, I'm all the way for it, and I'm just, you know, continue learning and growing every day.
Hey, man, you just put on a clinic for artists when they see this interview. So for all the modern day artists, because I know we got some in here, there's some that I know, some that I don't know, but this right here, you're gonna watch this one 3 times back in the next 2 weeks, because this is gonna be the one. You got that?
I appreciate that, man.
Yo, appreciate you, man.